I'm Jamie and I'm one of the team here at Remarkable. Now, we are e-commerce specialists. It's pretty much the exclusive thing that we do, and we've been doing it for many years. And there are certain factors which always come into play, from the most successful e-commerce sites to the just Me Too, average run-of-the-mill e-commerce sites. Now, this is one of the most important things. It takes the same amount of effort to create an unsuccessful e-commerce site as it does a successful one. That is so important, I'm going to repeat it. It takes the same amount of effort to create an unsuccessful e-commerce site that it does a successful one. I would even maybe argue to say that an unsuccessful one costs even more, because you end up spending a lot more on advertising, a lot more time spent on the e-commerce site itself, and less hair, more grey hair, less hair pulling your hair out. The biggest factors which we've found, which are covered in some of our other videos if you care to take a look at those, you need to choose your market carefully. The two biggest factors on e-commerce success: choice of market and the keywords that you target. Now, your choice of market, you need to be able to know that you can compete in that market. You need to know that the keywords, or if you think about keywords as supply and demand, you can the amount of keywords which people are throwing out there, they're looking for a certain product or service, and you need to be able to draw those people in. You need to choose your market carefully. You need to make sure that you can compete in it. You need to make sure there's an adequate supply and demand. Now, the keywords you target, they're very important as well. You need to speak the right kind of language. You need to build a rapport, and you need to obviously get the right kind of traffic. You can get a lot of traffic using other keywords, but half the time it won't convert. It's just an absolute waste of time. You need to get that right. If you get these two right, then you're onto you'll win big time. It's as simple as that. Get it wrong, no good. That's meant to be a thumbs down. I know it looks more like Mario's spanner, but yeah, you need to get them both absolutely spot on. And what we've tend to find is that the unsuccessful e-commerce sites, that's why we've got quite a few of here, because there's that many. The average e-commerce site is not great. They tend to rush in with some ideas, and they tend to pick random niches, marketing niches. Another video explains those in more detail. They pick what they believe are the best keywords. Often it's industry-specific keywords which they use with their suppliers. So they're using keywords on a business-to-business relationship, as business to consumer. They're not targeting the right keywords, which means they get the wrong type of traffic, which means they don't get any sales. And they launch it, hope for the best. Nothing happens, or they get frustrated, and it goes on the back burner. It becomes an expensive liability, and the e-commerce site tends to erode from there. And the most successful e-commerce sites, e-commerce is a massive opportunity. Get these right. That's why this man is smiling. They research the markets, just like a business plan. They tend to spot the areas for opportunity. They identify the most profitable areas. You've always got to have good product, good profit margin in your product. It's the key to a lot of success. If you don't get the profit in the product, it's no good. So they'll identify the profitable areas. I had a business idea which I was very passionate about, and I desperately wanted it to work, but I did my research and I noticed that there just wasn't a profit in the product, which is a shame. But I would have just wasted a load of time, a load of money. Also as well, the most successful e-commerce sites always target very specific keywords. They do the research, they spot the areas, and they use the right kind of words to get the right kind of traffic in. And also as well, they always follow a plan. They set themselves goals, they set themselves targets. It's what we do with our clients. We take them through a process where we do a lot of the research, and we spot areas of opportunity. We set sales and revenues targets, and we set accountability and responsibility, and make sure we hit that with. So it's always got a purpose. It's always driving for that e-commerce site, and that, in my experience of over a decade of e-commerce getting up to the top of Google and increasing revenues, they're the biggest things. If you want to call me, My number's just up there. Google Become Remarkable. My name's Jamie, and all the best if you're looking to set up an e-commerce venture. Thank you very much.